Hey everybody! Today we're gonna read these patch 13.3 notes because it's 13 and we gotta know what we're getting into, right? Otherwise, we're stupid. Anyways, well, we're gonna be stupid anyways. But time to get smarter. Uh, so we gotta work harder to get smarter. To not work as hard because we're smarter, and that's what we're doing. All right, get ready for. So just skip ahead as much as you need because we're gonna be reading and we're really slow. Ah la la. I was so loud for some reason. Get ready for this out of the world patch because the stars have aligned and the Aurelian Soul CGU is here. But wait, there's more. uh, we have Ari ASU for confirmed 100% fluffier tails. This is not a legally binding claim. I like that. Buffs for a few stronger melee supports. Nerfs to some popular items like Umbral Glaive and Radiant Virtue. Okay, I haven't seen many of those, but okay. Sweeping Tenacity tweak. Ooh, Tenacity, nice. And you can now surrender at 15 minutes if 4 out of 5 players agree. No way! That's amazing! Oh my gosh. Well, I praise the FF gods for ruining my games now. We're working to bounce back from the social engineering attack. Oh yeah, because they got $1 million, billion, a lot of money. Their code worth stolen thingy, whatever. But unfortunately, patch thing will be delayed. Oh no! Just kidding. It's delayed until today, and that's why we're reading it today. Mid patch update. We'll read this at the end. Cause all right. So they buffed our champions for support. Support, you can play that. Support, you can play that. Support, you can theoretically play. You can theoretically play anything. So important. Nerfs. Very unfortunate. Our champions here got nerfed, and very oh, nice skins though. But away we go. Aurelian Soul CGU abilities adjusted. Aurelian Soul CGU is here. We hope you enjoy your stellar scaling, new and improved abilities, and absurdly breathtaking ultimate. Okay. Uh, Scale to the stars, I guess. Hopefully. Aurelian Soul's damage abilities break down enemies into star dodge. Okay. So that makes sense, I guess. Q bursts deal an additional 0.031% Stardust stacks percent maximum HP magic damage. Okay, maybe penetration. I don't know. Would be good. Uh, you increase this distance with the stacks. You increased area and execute threshold. Um, I'm assuming based on stacks. And there's increased area there. I'm also assuming based on stacks because you've forgotten to add it to the rest. But okay. It's the redundancy, but it's like whatever. I don't. It's whatever. All right, let's read this long melody. Q, Breath of Light. Looks nice. Really nice. 45 to 65 mana per second. Okay, for 3 seconds. So you're using 180, 185, 195, 135 mana. Okay. So definitely tier maybe. We have to think about this. We're gonna play them today. Aurelian Soul, breathe Starfire for up to a questionable amount of seconds. Okay. Dealing. No, okay, what is? No, it's the exact same. It's 3.25 seconds until it's infinite. Okay, fantastic. Dealing 15, 25, 35, 45, 50 plus 30 to 90 scaling with level plus 60% APFN. Fantastic. Magic damage per second to the first enemy hit and 50 damage to surround. Okay, the clear is going to be nutty. Each full second of the burst on the same enemy deals a burst. Oh, each full second. So you get a burst of 40, 50, 60, 70, or 80 plus 20 to 40 scaling on level damage plus 50% AP damage plus oh my gosh, oh, 0.031% Stardust stacks max HP and absorbs 1 Stardust if they are a champion. So you can get 3 of these off because it's for each full second. You go 1, boom, 2, boom, 3, boom. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh. This ability's range is 750 to 920 scaling with level. Percent damage deals a maximum of 300 magic damage against jungle monsters. Okay. Thank you for that. The Zumi Astral Flight. We got the mana cost of 80 to 100 mana. And the cooldown goes down by 6 seconds from 22 to 16. Okay, it's probably gonna be off a late game. Or I mean, it's gonna be really fast late games. So whatever. Full ability description. Flies in a direction while fighting. Breathing light has no cooldown, no maximum channel duration, and its flat damage is increased by 14, 15.5, 17, 18.5, and 20%. Takedowns on champions within 3 seconds of damage to them refunds 90% of this ability's cooldown. So yeah, the cooldown doesn't even matter late game. Fantastic. They're just gonna be going beepus, 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 beepus. Wow. Casting Breath of Light while flying reduces flight speed by 50%. Flight speed is this plus 100% movement speed. Though. Okay, so you whatever though. 335 plus 100%. It's fine. You're fine. This is gonna be like TFT, I guess. Anyways, Manica is 60 to 100. And cooldown 12 to 10 seconds. Oh, it's devastating there. Because it goes 11.5, 10.5. It's just... Because that's 11 seconds level 2 if you actually have your proper runes. I don't like to go double adaptive. I like to go CDR basically always. Or whatever the thing is called. Anyway, Rolling Soul summons a black hole, dealing 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 damage, plus 40 AP magic damage, and dragging enemies towards the center for 5 seconds. 10-second cooldown, level that. 12-second cooldown beginning. 5 seconds. It does it end at the... I don't know. It doesn't say when it ends. Whatever. Enemies in the center below 5 plus 2.4% star stacks. Okay, dies instantly. I don't know exactly how to transfer this. It's confusing. So if you have 100 stacks, it's like 265 damage HP. They die instantly. Okay, I guess whatever. The black hole. That's a big execute on an E that has a 10-second cooldown and lasts for 5 seconds. Fantastic. Absorb Stardust from the enemies. When enemies die within each second, an enemy champion is inside of it. Of course, for each second you hit them with something, you gain a stack. Fantastic. I could see us going big places. Where was I? I lost it. Oh, it's so big. Database orbs. They're inside of it. This champion's ability ranges 750 again to 920. Of course, scaling with level. Minions and jungle monsters inside will have 0 movement speed. Huh? Fantastic. Fantastic. This ability absorbs, yeah, probably because if they didn't do that, he would die instantly to the chickens and grogs killing him by going bah, 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 bah. So he can basically stasis them. It's a stun without saying it's a stun for them because it's not a stun. It just slows their movement. This ability absorbs 1 Stardust per second from champions. Stardust absorbed from units that die in the black hole. Epic monsters 10, champions and large monsters 5, siege minions 3, minions and small monsters 1. So at the end of the day, you clear with this. Maybe enemies die because it says enemies in the center below damage die instantly. It doesn't say champions below. It executes everything in the world. This guy is bonkers already. Really his third ability. 100 mana, doesn't scale down. Never does. 2 minutes to 1:40. Okay. Aurelian Soul, Falling Star, and the Skies. Just, oh my gosh, go 2 things. Oh, yeah, great. Aurelian Soul plucks the star from the heavens and crashes it into the earth, dealing 150, 250 to 350 damage, plus 65% AP magic damage, stunning enemies for 1.25 seconds, and absorbing 5 Stardust from each champion hit. The Sky's Descent. Gather 25 Stardust. Okay. So it transformed the next falling star into the Sky's Descent. Okay. Aurelian Soul drags constellations worth of fury down from the cosmos, dealing a slight bit more, and a slight bit more at 187.5, 312.5, and 437.5, plus 81.25% ability power. Magic damage, because we gotta make crazy numbers up. Surprised I don't have an infinitely repeating number anywhere. Anyways, magic damage and large area. Knocking up enemies hit for 1.25 seconds. And unleashing a massive shockwave that deals the base Stardust damage to champions and epic monsters and slows all enemies hit for 1 second for 1/3 of their movement speed, or they have 75% cut of their movement speed. And there was something up here that it said was a change. Fixed a bug. Fixed bug. Oh, okay, well, it's not important then. We adjusted the Moo at the end of last season so the sad mummy could find some friends for the new jungle champions. However, he seems to have found a few too many friends in both jungle and support, so we're nerfing him in both roles. Okay. Yeah, Tantrum I'd say is a good one to of course, nerf, but like buff by 5 at the late game, I guess, because you like it. Okay. So you go from losing 15 to gaining 5. They don't touch the AP, and here it's just, man, I don't know. I want to say you need to change something about his thing. Passive there. Alright. Andy, passive is now fully charged on spawn. Oh, that's nice. E-shield strength increased. Oh, cooldown decreased. Oh, retaliation damage and conditions adjusted. Fantastic. Tibbers health. Is there any other Tibbers did I get? Tibbers. I don't know why it's R Tibbers. Unless it's this name. Whatever. Armor, magic resist, and movement speed increase, so everything is tanky. And he's been struggling to pick up wins, even when she's managed against opponents that she should have the advantage against. We're giving one of League's oldest champs some much-needed quality of life buffs for her Molten Shield and Pyromania passive, and bumping up Tibber's durability for late game fights. And the intent is to buff Annie in this way, in ways that aren't just upfront burst damage, but we'll be keeping an eye out to make sure these changes bring her power to bear. Fantastic. I love reading. Alright, passive, Pyromania. Passive for now spawned with passive for just start the game, and when she responds. Okay, fantastic. That's literally whatever. It's fine. It's whatever though. Just do this for all champions with passives that have like anything. Sure do it. Shield strength 40, 85, 130, 175, 220 with 35% AP to 60. So we're up 20, up 15, up 10, up 5, back to normal. But we have 20% AP ratio increase. It's pretty good early game. And they busted our cooldowns. I don't know the mana though, but we're chilling. Doesn't matter. I think it's like 80 or 100 or something. Or like 60 maybe. I don't know. It's pretty decent. It's fine. And he's fine. Retaliation magic damage 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 plus 80% or 20% AP. That's not bad. To 30, 45, 60, 75, 90 to 40% AP. Okay. Take 30 extra here. We'll double. Take a 50% increase here. We just take a 50% increase all across the board, I guess. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's just a straight up 50% increase. Cool. Retaliation magic damage conditions. When Molten Shield is active, enemies whose basic attack hit the shield receive magic damage. Versus when Molten Shield is active, enemies whose basic attack and spells hit the shield receive magic damage. That is a very nice change. But yeah. Molten Shield will now only inflict damage against opponents once per target per shield. Will now only inflict damage against opponents once per target per shield. So we don't get a Thorn Mail. You doubled the damage, but I don't get it at all because I don't get double the damage because I only get one proc of it. So if they autoed me 3 times before, that was like 1.5 of these, but that was still half as much. That was still 1.5 times as. That's still 1.5 times as much damage as this because I'd be getting one proc. I'd be getting more. It's whatever. No, Timber's duplicated shield counts as a new shield and can inflict damage once per target per shield. I hate that, dude. It's so dog. We'll see how it plays, though. But I just don't like that. Because it just feels like sometimes it would be so much nicer to just have the old one and not be back to now. Once per target per shield. Like, what? Whatever, dude. Because it's literally like while the shield is active. It's not even like when the ability is like active and like there's like a timer for the ability to be up, and even if the shield is decayed, it's still on an up, and you get it throughout that. It's just when the shield is up, so it's whatever, but you're increasing the shield strength. But still, it's like only 5 hits, and it's not like whatever. Maybe it does more, maybe it does less. We'll see. I'm just raging at nothing. 1300 to 20, 3100 to 13, 22, 30 plus 75% EP. Resistance is the exact same 30, 60, 90 armor and MR, but it's plus 5% AP armor and MR. Fantastic. I wish it just mimicked me. So if I built tank, it built tank, and if it built damage, I built damage. That'd be really bossing. I'm kidding, of course. It is a monster. So not only will it run you down when you kill me because of its passive going, it'll run you down like Scion and slowly die. But it now gains more movement speed at length 2, length 3. It doesn't help a bit, but it helps But and also this has the, I believe it doesn't show you the full ability though, but I'm pretty sure it also has the speed on it. It could be incorrect. Could be very, very incorrect. I'm pretty sure it gives you speed. Anyways, our base armor increased. W cooldown decreased. Shield strength now scales with AD. Shield duration decreased. I think it's fine. If you have a big shield and they're not hitting you, it's a win or lose regardless. It's not an issue there. Golden Ages hasn't, and if they do chew through it before the duration, then it's whatever. So it doesn't matter then. Like, if you had you have a bigger shield, so it lasts shorter time, but theoretically, the shield was negligible. It should not be negligible, but we'll see. Anyways, Golden Ages hasn't been the strongest ability, shiniest ability in League's history, although the name might be misleading. Jarvan's W has been intentionally kept a bit underwhelming, as it has been a great defensive spell for low economy junglers in pro play. However, since the durability update, Jarvan needed to fill a role of a relevant backline threat, so we're beefing up his shield to reward his more AD-oriented builds. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind, you're good. I was going to say, as long as it's not 80, it's bonus, it's fine. 8 seconds. Cooldown, 4 seconds there. Yeah, 4 seconds is fine. If it was like 2.5 or 3, maybe you'd have an issue, but 4 seconds is fine. More than enough. 60, 80, 100, 120, 140 to just gaining some on your bonus. Okay. Caeln is too much to see right now. I'm too tired to read this. Just kidding. Base damage increase. Q knockup and stun duration decrease. W minimum stun duration decreased. R bonus resistances lost increased. Caeln has too much CC right now, which allows him to lock down opponents too efficiently. So we're tapping down his numbers to make him a little less oppressive. These changes should also help make tenacity more effective against the pride of Rizuma. Caeln, fantastic. Oh, I clicked the thing! Apparently, if you click one of these things, it'll bring up a web page. I don't want it to be there anymore. Goodbye. Sorry. Lastly, we were also dropping his durability when he goes all out in fights to emphasize the need for him to isolate his enemies. Okay, so you really need to get it through the wall, not just through a tiny whatever. Health growth increased. Okay. Fantastic. Q3 knockup duration 1 second to little 0.15 over half a second, whatever. That's how you say that. Not 0.65 seconds. Go away. Stun duration 1 to 1.25 seconds to 1 second. Fantastic. That's not an issue. It's whatever. Minimum stun duration. I think it's fine. Bonus resistance is lost. It's a tasty soup piece right there. E base damage decreased. Cooldown reduced for nearby casts decreased. R base damage decreased. Bonus damage per stack decreased. Even after his nerfs last patch, Caeln continues to cast a win. These nerfs are targeting 2 of his core strengths: his ability to trade efficiently in the early game, and his ability to spawn his E in the late game. So we're bringing down the power of both of these to help bring him back in the line. Pulled a Gragas right there. Force Pulse, base damage 80, 105, 130, 155, 180. 85% AP to 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, but we do want to keep him late game and just screw the early game here. I guess it's fine. It's whatever. Same AP. Cooldown reduced by nearby casts. So you're losing a second for every 4. Unfortunate. And you need, I think, like 17 seconds or something. I don't know. So it's I don't know. Whatever. I thought that that's not what this was. I thought you literally. I thought that you just built up like stacks of nearby abilities and you unleashed it at the maximum amount. I didn't think it was the whatever. I'm stupid. Whatever. Nearby room. We're using this Riftwalker. Magic damage 80, 10, 100. I mean, 120 plus 40% AP and 2% maximum mana to 70, 90, and 110. Losing 10 there, and still has that. Bonus magic per stack 50, 50, 40, 50, 60, 10%, 1, 35, 45, 55, 10%, 1. Okay, it's fine. Passive bonus move speed increase. E on hit AP scaling increases. Missing HP damage increased. Cael's been feeling a little less than angelic lately, so I've been looking to grant some skill expression to make her stronger, especially in the hands of her mains. Ooh, it'd be fun. Ooh, 2% movement speed there is decent. In Divine Ascent, Exalted, well, it's Exalted bonus movement speed, so you know. Passive on hit damage, 15 to 35 plus 10% bonus AD, 20 bonus AP to. Okay. 5% AP. Okay. Moving on. Passive of Caeln. Shadow Assassin damage increased. Q AD scaling increased. Shadow's Caeln hasn't been the terror in the shadows he once was, suffering particularly hard in lower skill brackets. Well, it's because you have so many choices on Caeln. What? You literally have this. So yeah, we're giving him a bit more AD scaling to support the arguably edgier version of Caeln without giving Ross too much power. Okay. So they're buffing the blue. The Darkened Scythe, Shadow Assassin bonuses 13 to 40% based on level of post mini-gain damage to champions is repeated as magic damage for the first 3 seconds of damaging champions to 15 to 45%. So right off the bat, 2% increase. It's okay. Damage repeated for the first 3 seconds. Reaping Slash Q 75, 95, 115, 135, 155, 65% bonus, 80 to 75, 95, then plus 15% bonus AD. Ooh, it's pretty good. Yeah, this won't change the Ross because he has a separate damage value. Sure, guys. Just trust him on this. They definitely do. Trust me. Mana regeneration, mana registry gross increased. Q mana cost now flat at all ranks. So you can just max your chain stamp. R cooldown decreases early. LeBlanc has been struggling across all skill brackets, and now that she hasn't been a consistent pro threat, we're comfortable giving her access to a bit more mana throughout the game. This should help her. The LeBlanc players find some wins in tough lanes, snowball a few more games, and give for access to some more wave clearing poke. Okay. 2 and 0.1, okay. I guess that's fine. That'll help with the mana issue. Our cooldown is down at early ranks by 5 middle, 10 the first. It's pretty good actually. Get a few more uses out of it, chilling. But like it's whatever. Alright, moving to center. Q AD ratio increased. E base damage decreased. Slow increased. Lee Sin rarely gets to be strong in the hands of us mere mortals, since his skill cap. Yeah. We don't want to lower his skill expression. So, by granting him more damage in his mid game and a bit more utility late game, we're hoping we could find some success even without 300 APM kick combos. Q Sonic Wave and Resonating Strike. 55, 80, 105, 130, 155, 100% bonus 80, 210% bonus 80. That's pretty good. Resonating Strike, minimum physical damage 55, the same values here. This 100 to 110. Minimum values double the value of minimum maximum is double the minimum. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so that's why it's the same numbers. It's just as the words. Tempest Cripple. Can you cripple people? That's funny. Whatever. Sorry. Total damage, 100, 130, 160, 190, 220. 100% bonus 80, 100% bonus 80. Down damage. Okay. So he's down damage. Oh, but it's total 80. But your level 1 is 35 damage. It's 65 lower than 1. But it's total 80, guys. We'll see. It seems interesting. Slow is 20 to 60 to 20 to 80. Whew. So good. W. Trundle cooldown decreased at all ranks. Discovered his passion for dancing. Fantastic. Trundle hasn't really felt like the Troll King after various system nerfs, indirectly affecting him at the top, and other nerfs that actually directly affected him. So we're reverting the uptime of a frozen domain, so it feels a little bit more like his old self, but not his classic self. Oh, fantastic. Which should give him a reason to dance, which also got buffed. Okay, great. Yes, fantastic. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 seconds to 16. Ooh, so you get rank 3W at rank 1, and it scales down to 12 seconds from 14. That's really good. Zach, WAP. I need to stop clicking those champions. Zach, WAP scaling decreased. EAP scaling decreases. Zach has elastic slingshotted to the top tier jungler and a few other lanes along the way. The recent demonic embrace nerfs, although brought down his power slightly, but he's still overperforming. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I can't really read much words here, so we're just gonna struggling along. You can just bye-bye. No, I'm kidding. I love you to stay and just chill and listen, but we're just, compared to the rest of the roster, is overperforming, reducing some of Zach's scaling damage as their game continues, so that you'll either have to rely on his teammates more for damage like other tanks, or be pushing into more greedier AP builds if he wants to start threatening squishier targets. Double unstable matter, 35, 80, 50, 65, 80, 95, plus the percent of 4 to 8, and 4% AP of the target's maximum HP to 35, same numbers here, minus 1% per 100 AP of the target's maximum HP, and 60, 110, 160, 210, 260 on the electric slingshot. Elastic slingshot. I'm so done for today. 90 AP percentage to 60 to minus 5 here, minus 10, minus 25, minus 20. Am I stupid? No, it's minus 15, minus 20. And minus 10% AP. Okay. We're losing steam. On items are more than halfway through this spaghetti patch. Radiant Virtue is currently overpowered, even if peak rate isn't reflecting it. Yet its strength isn't really appreciable due to how unclear the item's best points are. Because when you buy a strong item, you should feel stronger, making Radiant Virtue's upsides more apparent and impactful while removing some of the extraneous power that it pushes, or that is pushing this item a bit too far. We feel enchanters already have plenty of defensive support options, while Radiant Virtue is meant for selfless tanks, who have fewer. So we're trying Radiant Virtue more directly tied to tanks with the budget to acquire even more health. 200 more to dissuade supports from buying it. Okay, nice. Increased there, okay. Ooh. Maximum HP gained 15%. Total healing 8 to 16%. Maximum HP over 9 seconds. Includes healing and passive. 12% over 9 seconds. It's okay, I guess. Ability haste. You and all allies within of you gain ability haste removed. Yeah, why would this be on the item? It's so weird. 20 ability haste goes so far on everyone you don't realize. Umberglaive is currently far too effective, choking out enemy vision for assassin supports, and especially marksman supports. Stop killing our defenseless swords, Ash. Yeah, talking about the one dude who goes all these things. Yeah, talking about pro play, whatever. We do think this item deserves a spot on the roster, though. We're reducing its uptime and general ability to devastate enemy traps and vision. Fantastic. You 10 seconds. You're phenomenal. When a ranged champion using Umberglaive attacks a ward, they will deal 2 true damage to it. Melees deal 3. Yeah, so they hit it in one blow. Umberglaive will no longer instantly kill traps, but it will still reveal them. Alright. Runes! Overhill changes were intended to ship out last, but because we were out, blah, 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 I can't read. Anyway, so it should be 10 plus 9% maximum HP value to 2 to 300 based on champion level. 20. That is horrible. I am not getting, well, I might get this. But I used to get this on, I don't know, it seems okay, but it seems 9% of your max HP is better at level 1 for ADC, so I don't know why you're doing like this. It's whatever. Melee support adjustments. Oh, I'm not reading that, sorry. Screenshot that, read it, tell me what it says. It looks like ratio hasn't changed. Gone up. Alistar, passive, Triumphant Roar, self-heal, 23 to 142 based on level, 5% of maximum HP. Okay. Probably that's good because it's a max HP not missing. I gain every wave and a bit. I gain 5% of my HP. I gain 5% HP in heals. Plus, I'd use the healing rune, so I gain a little bit more on this of that. It's nutty. Ally self-heal isn't this anymore, but it's 6% of my max HP. That's pretty good still. That's going to be pretty good late game. I don't know if it's this good, but still, we'll see. You know, I don't know how to do math. Mana cost of the Q. Ooh, I'd see if that's good. That's really good. Magic damage going to 70% AP. What do I buy on this guy now? pen boots or something. Jeez, kidding, of course. Headbutt. This just down damage here though. Down 15 damage here. But the magic damage. I'm sorry. This is the magic cost, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm a silly goose. Magic damage. 55, 110, 55, 110, 75. It's going up 20 in AP. Oh my gosh. You're gonna have tank AP buddy in the top lane bonking down people. I'll tell you that much for now. Oh, another high AP ratio. You're going up 30%, 20%, 20%. Y'all's cracked here. Mana cost 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 to 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. No shot. You are blistering this. But yeah, it's just bonkers. I mean, all of these are just like, look at the base damage on these, like 220, 220. Let's do a full combo. 220. 320 or maybe 420. Let's go. I'm blazed. 515. 515. 715 plus the AP. That's phenomenal. 715. That does a lot of damage to the ADC. Whatever. Passive, concussive blows on Braum. Target immunity duration. It goes. It's buffed because you're a support player. So level 6 on your ultimate, it goes down to 6 seconds instead of still being at 8. And when you're at level 11 now, so you have tier 2 instead of waiting until you're dead out of the game. You literally get 4 seconds. That's too good. That's so good for Braum. That's so good versus. We love it versus Tryndamere. We love it versus All In. We love it when we can just help our team and go pop, pop, pop and stack them up. Frostbite, another thing that helps us stack everything up. It just is good, it's whatever, early game, help you get a little bit more damage here, and stand behind me, magic damage. Double, basically, early game. It's really good. That's what Braum needed here too. I think that's really good for Braum. Passive staggering blow. 8 to 110 to 14 to 116. Okay. Titan's Wrath, mana cost down to 60. That's really good. And the shield strength 40 to 80 plus 8 to 12% HP to 50 to 90 plus the same percent. Okay. It's decent. E damage, magic damage 55 to 175 with 30% AP to 55 to 95. So there's 20 and 20% AP. So good. And remember, there's a bunch of waves. So that's pretty good there. Phantom Undertow, physical damage 105 to 225, 100% bonus to 105 to 265. Okay, so we're getting 40 here, 30 here, 20 here, and 10 here. It's pretty good. And Rakan. In the Q, Gleaming Quill, cooldown 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Mana is down to 45 from 60, and the base heal was 30 and to 150 based on level, and now it's 40 to 120 based on level. Plus, and it's 55 AP all the way. It's whatever. Based on level, it's whatever. Can't do much with that. I mean, you just whatever. You get the ratio, but still, it's whatever. Grand Entrance. Magic damage 70 to 290. 70% AP ratio to 70 to 270. But an 80% ratio. Okay. And Q, Death Sentence. Magic damage 100 to 260 with 50% AP and 100 to 280 plus 30% AP percentage here. So it's 80% there. And we're plus 20 on that. Can be interpreted as damage per soul, damage thing. Shield per soul down by a quarter. It's okay. It's you get 100 souls though. It's like 25. So it's whatever. Or something I don't know. Yeah. Magic damage 75 to 215 plus 40% AP to 75 to 215 note. Same note applied here. It's this was result. Oh, it's okay. So that's why we read up here. We chug 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 we to 60% AP. Okay, so it's 20% AP increase. The original did not miss that change. Thank you. You're correct. We don't get sick. Oh, I got sick. Tenacity. Over the years, tenacity sources have increased dramatically. We want to streamline how these effects interact with each other as a clean up to an old system and provide some clarity on which systems stack well and which don't. With these changes, almost all tenacity effects will stack multiplicative, net weaker together, all as opposed to the previous system where they could stack extremely well to not like right. Yeah, exactly. Tenacity sources from the same group will stack multiplicatively with each other, stacked from separate groups. So Merc Treads, Anathemas, Iron Elixir, Iceborne Gauntlet, Legend Tenacity Rune, Unflinching Rune, Mod Stomper effect, Chemtrack buff, and then you have Silvermere Dawn active. Cleanse modes buffs for Earths and okay, you're making sense. And then Brittle and Courage, Garen. I literally hate Garen. Jungle Adjustment. Oh my goodness. Reading time. Now that we have had a chance to let the preseason jungle changes settle into place, we've gotten a more accurate picture of where the jungle or the where the role currently stands and what still needs to be changed. As is typical with these large changes, our main goal this time around is to bring down early ganking diving power, shift some power from gold income to experience earned for junglers, and ultimately reducing early game volatility. Okay. This won't be the last follow-up change we're making to the jungle because we have a few bigger issues we'd like to address, like early game agency, specifically level 1 to 4, balanced champions sustain, monster durability, making sure we strike the right balance between kill rewards and farming rewards, and more. That said, we're only one ship. We'll only ship these if we're confident there's a better direction for the game. Okay, yeah. Income. Threat income correctly rewards a champion that gank more than champions that prefer to farm. Ideally, both playstyles are valuable, so we're tipping the scales to be a bit more balanced. Gold per tree 30 to 20. Experience per jungle camp with a champion. Experience for clearing a jungle camp has been increased by 5 experience per camp. Fantastic. Vision. Early vision has been proven to deter early ganks in the past, especially in high skill levels. While we don't want to go back to giving teams permanent map visibility, we do think some extra vision will help curb the amount of early ganks happening on live. Given that you have 2 players in the bot lane, this should be a safe way to introduce more vision leverages leveraging the duo lane's unique strengths. Southward cooldowns are down at the beginning, so I can get more. Hooray! Well, the same in ganking success, with the same intent as deterring the large amount of early ganks, we're upping the early tower damage so that the benefit from early tower dives also comes with an appropriate level of risk, ramping it up by 40% per shot against the same target. So it's going up 20 damage for the initial shot, but it's down a little bit at the end. You are somehow... and also, I love how there's also just a threshold, so if they can tank enough, they can just tank you. But it's like by 14 minutes, so I don't know. If you can tank 344 tower shots, it's whatever. But, I mean, I need 355. But, you know, up 20 and up 6. It's like, up 6? Like, what? It's laughable. Whatever. Other changes. Compared to the previous season's jungle champions are bringing a lot more burst damage into the game, particularly against epic monsters. This has caused Ooh, you know, it'd be cool. You know, it'd be interesting if they did this. Turret damage, it does like this damage per auto, this damage the next auto, this damage the next auto or something, and then you like have like a threshold of autos that it'll do to a champion if it's like the outer turret, right? And then it'll just go to a beam that does like sustained tick 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 damage, but then it also applies grievous wounds or something. That would be kind of interesting in my idea. Anyways, other changes. Compared to the previous champions are being a lot more burst damage into the game, particularly against epic monsters. This has caused situations where some champions appear from the fog of war, and their champions also appear to secure an accidental steal. We believe that securing epic monsters secures and steals should be as intentional as possible. So we're adding one more rule to the jungle to give additional... Smite fights are for champions. Jungle champions can no longer deal lethal damage to epic what? How would removing this help this? You said you're adding one rule. You removed it. You removed something. You said we're adding one rule. Remove. What are you adding? What are you adding to the game? What are you adding to the game? Whatever. Clash updates. I don't care. Competitive. If the team failed to surrender before that, blind pick, whatever. Behavior systems. Remove the warning for AFK tool for practice tool. Thank you very much. Quality of life stuff for reading this if you want to. And onto the good stuff. All the way at the bottom here. Look at this. It's Valentine's Day skins. Heartthrob, Caeln, and Heartache, Vi, and Heartache Amumu. So cute. And you got the chroma stuffs. Nice. Alright. Thanks for enduring this video. Love you so much. Bye-bye.